exquisite.
Prince Gerard informed us of your coming. Please, feel free to roam the castle as you wish.
Exquisite. Exquisite. Oh, exquisite.
Lady Laeticia, Prince Gerard has arrived.
Please come in.
Beg pardon. My father calls for you in the throne room.
Very well. Let us go, Chloe.
Yes, my lady.
Allow me to show you the way.
Forgive me, Princess, for the early hour. The wedding has been fixed. It shall be in 7 days' time at Baldar Basilica.
7 days.
An emissary to Osirius has already received their approval. These are trying times. To bring our nations together and foster lasting peace, we must conduct this joyous ceremony post-haste. As such, Princess Laeticia, I must ask for your assistance with the preparations.
What might these preparations entail?
You are a princess bride bound to be wed. You require a magnificent dress to celebrate. A matter of such import cannot be left unattended to.
Is 7 days truly enough time to make such a dress?
That I shall see to. Spare yourself of any concern for the matter. You have my word it shall be a dress fit for this symbolic moment of peace for both our nations.
Pray forgive my indiscretion.
Our tailors will set to work on the morrow. This eve we shall host a feast to celebrate your arrival. The Empire's lords and ladies are quite excited, to make the acquaintance of their future crown princess. That is all.
A dress in 7 days? No way that's possible.
Is that the reason you are upset?
My lady, your dress for tonight's banquet has arrived. There is one for your servant as well.
What? I get one too?
We should dress the part if we are to mingle with Imperial High Society. Chloe, if you would.
Awesome. Yes, my lady. Oh, I'm so tired from yesterday.
I am not much for banquets myself. You did well, Chloe.
Princess Laeticia, may I?
Prince Gerard, is aught amiss?
I am here about your wedding dress. Our royal tailor will be taking charge. My father has requested that I escort you there for preparations.
I see. So, you are to take me to the castle dressmaker?
Worry not, my lady. I shall see you there safely. What's more, I believe some fresh air might do the both of us some good.
Yes, you speak true. I should be happy to join you.
At your leisure, then. I shall be ready when you are.
We'd best follow along and do as we're told.
Right, yes. We would not want to make a mess for the prince.
Shall we, then?
I look forward to this.
You too may well be Osarian, but rest assured, no harm will befall you within these walls.
For that, you have our thanks, Prince Gerard.
Very well. Shall we? Our town feels absent its people.
Is that so? I would not know.
The invasions of Osarius and Nilbeth have left little funding to use here at home. The royal coffers never overflowed to start, but the wars have left their mark on our civilians. This wedding of ours, too, is but a political plot. Better to have us wed than pour more wealth into the war effort, so it would seem.
Your Highness, surely we cannot speak so candidly.
My words leave no impact on the greater population. Surely, you too are not here out of any true desire to be wed to me.
I cannot fathom why...
According to Neon, you and your kingdom are planning something, and have agreed to this only in an effort to buy yourselves time. You can blame him for our ceremony's fast approach. The tailor is just up ahead. Not far now.
As you say. So exquisite. My apologies.
Here we are.
Your Highness, I would have gladly ventured to the castle myself had you summoned me.
My father would not have it. The best work is done right here, he says.
You are truly too kind. Gracious me, here she is. Welcome to my humble shop, Crown Princess Laeticia.
Hello.
You have heard the details, yes? We will need a dress fit from the one supplied within 5 days' time.
That is quite the tall order, but I live to serve. I shall spend the next 5 days gathering together every skilled tailor in this fair city. Now then, right this way, Lady Laeticia. Let us take your measurements. Your engagement brings about much joy, my lady. Just between you and me, the Empire's situation went from bad to worse ever since Colonel Valange appeared.
Oh, Valange. The, man with the horn?
Ever since those blasted Virians arrived, our nation has turned its eyes outward, rife with lust for conquest. For naught but falsehoods.
I see.
My mother's untimely death to Helgar's disease was tragic indeed, but so too was its fate. Many among us would blame Osarius for not sending us their iatromancers as the sickness spread, and such has fostered a thirst for war. But might we not also blame ourselves for making light of semiomancers and failing to educate and facilitate our own?
I cannot...
Neon and his ilk have long fanned the flames of discontent, and now the Varians have worked it into a firestorm. My father was made a different man the night the stars fell, and he saw their celestial ship.
Celestial ship?
If such had never descended upon us, I am certain we would have met under better circumstance. I fear I must take my leave.
Prince Gerard, you would return alone?
Take your time and explore the town, if you are so inclined. But pray return by evening. We feast again this eve, and you shan't have a moment's freedom afterwards, until we are wed.
Wedding dress in 5 days. Absurd, don't you think?
A bit, yes.
Anyway, the Emperor and Master Gerard are truly grateful for you and have welcomed you with open arms. After all, this will be a renovation of the wedding dress Her Majesty Tatiana wore at her own coronation.
Huh?
The prince's mother who passed from Helgar's disease?
I am certain there are many circumstances surrounding this event for you, so please, do what you must. As for me, I will do all in my power to ensure Master Gerard's bride is the very vision of beauty. Until then, please let your heart be at ease.
Huh. Wow. From the looks of it, there really is no one around.
I suddenly get the feeling we must not betray Prince Gerard. I should like to hear more on his side of things. Let us take a brief walk and return to the castle.
I'm surprised he actually left us alone.
I believe he did as much out of kindness. Shall we spend a few moments walking the town?
Of course. I know it's hardly the time, but I'm kind of excited to see someplace new. Shall we make our return to the castle, Your Highness?
Yes, I think we should walk. Left I can do. We should rest while we can. Has anything so far seemed out of place to you?
What's most suspicious is how nice they all are.
Putting that aside for now, have you been able to discern any advanced technology?
I figured everyone would be carrying phase guns. Or maybe there would be drones and cameras all over the castle. but I haven't seen much of anything at all. I did spot a few firearms with gunpowder, but even then, not very many. Everything is so different from what I imagined it would be.
Yet, the Empire was behind the assault on Baldar, and the coup d'etat in Osirius.
I know.
We must not allow ourselves to be taken in, not when everyone back home is working so hard.
You're absolutely right.
My apologies for calling you on such short notice. I trust you do not need a guide to walk the palace grounds?
In fact, I had hoped to ask as much of someone, as it were. I would be delighted were it to be you yourself.
It pleases me to hear you say so.
To think that the prince himself would show us about the castle.
Not the first time we have walked together. And I imagine it would be difficult for your attendant to attend, with no knowledge of our home.
Crown Prince?
Those of our people with proper permits are allowed as far as this hall. That includes certain dubious merchants who peddle their wares to the knights, however. Do be careful.
Do you shop here as well, Prince Gerard?
As a child, I would oft waste my allowance here, much to the chagrin of my father.
Prince Gerard, might that be our crown princess-to-be?
Do show some respect. I will not have you forcing strange trinkets upon her.
I would never. Care to take a look, my lady? I have rare goods, ones you would never happen across back in Osirius.
Oh, do you now?
We haven't the time, I'm afraid. Perhaps at your next meeting. Surprised, are you? It was my understanding you spent much time amongst the townspeople.
I never imagined you would be free to shop of your own accord.
I have another locale to show you. Follow me.
By your lead.
You need not remain so formal.
Oh, exquisite. Goodness.
Welcome to my favorite spot in the whole castle. Has our lengthy little tour left you tired?
Oh no, it was far too enthralling a tour to be taxing.
I am pleased you seem to have enjoyed it. That you might feel trapped here is not lost on me. Feel free to walk the halls and locations I have shown you today.
Prince Gerard, I had a lovely time today. Thank you.
My pleasure.
What an interesting fellow.
Definitely. I imagine the Empire as a much scarier sort of place. But it seems like the people here really only want ordinary, peaceful lives, too.
Is there aught left I can do? We should rest while we can. Father.
I would ask you not to do anything brash. for your own sake.
I am not so foolish. Have you come to escort me back to my chambers?
Prince Gerard seems to have granted you free roam. Huh. You could have made your escape the other day if you wanted to.
What reason have I to escape? I am come firm in my resolve. Besides, Chloe would be in quite the dilemma were I to flee.
And why should royalty act in service of its servants?
Why exactly are you here, pray tell? Have you aims at world domination?
The man from Vergold taught you a lot, huh? But I'm not gonna answer that question until I ascertain how you came to travel with Duma. Well, I have nothing to say to you.
Would you have a mind to leave me be, then?
Only if I could. But I am here to inform you, dinner is served. So please return to your room.
Very well. Is there aught left I can do? We should rest while we can.
You look positively radiant, Lady Laeticia. The very image of Her Majesty Tatiana.
Princess Laeticia is her own woman, as my mother was hers.
Oh, forgive the foolish remark, my liege. The dress just suits her ever so perfectly.
Fine work.
You look so beautiful, my lady.
Thank you, everyone.
It's time, Lady Laeticia. We will be traveling overnight in order to reach Baldar for the ceremony tomorrow.
Of course. Let us be off.
That dress. Today, on this finest day, it is an honor to gather here with you all as we witness history in the making. Our world has long been split in two, but today the Vale Empire and the Kingdom of Osarius at last come together as one.
What is that thing?
Scorpion.
Huh?
Gerard Euvale, Laeticia Osarius, as of this very moment, the two of you stand as the makers of history, new rulers of our world. Step forth.
That looks dangerous. It seems your father would also subject you to this perilous experiment.
Be that as it may, I fear we are left with no choice.
A new beginning!
For a fleeting moment, I was not so averse to the idea of our marriage. But I cannot love one who would forfeit their own wedding ceremony to some foul plot.
Laeticia!
Ray!
Shoot them down!
This image shall forever be burned into my mind.
Yeah.
Have you my blade?
Of course. I presumed you might ask after it?
You have my thanks. Now, let us join our allies in the fray.
Well said.
Lady, why have you returned?
Huh. Excitement has always followed you from the days of our youth, cousin.
Where's the Emperor? We have lost him. Their numbers are too vast.
And Prince Gerard.
I am jealous. There are those who would lay their lives down for you. And in such numbers. For me come none. A pitiful man, such as myself, could never truly deserve your love.
Oh, you poor little thing. The Emperor has already been evacuated. Let's get you to safety too.
Leave me be! This is too much already.
Oh, stop being such a petulant brat. Act your age. Lola, you take care of the rest.
Very well. But we will have a discussion about the device upon my return.
Yes, yes.
Dissent amongst their ranks.
I'm so sorry you had to see that.
I commend you for carrying out such a cunning plan, despite the limits of this world's technology. But I come under order of the Emperor. We'll be taking Princess Laeticia into our custody.
We are past such foolishness. This battle shall rage on until only the victor is left standing.
Then expect no mercy from us. As long as we keep you alive, it doesn't matter what happens to your friends. Regret it.
I'll handle this. Hostiles eliminated.
Is that the best we can do? Confound it.
Father!
Fool! Why have you come here?
The battle has been decided. The Imperial forces are on the retreat.
Most of their warships off the coast were driven away by our Fulga battalion. Victory is ours.
Midas, I am sorry to have forced your Fulga into battle. And for much else.
Ready to reconcile, then?
We can discuss this after our return.
Yes, and discuss we shall. These are the Virians you spoke of? Albert, Theo, seize them. There is much I might ask of them.
This isn't over.
I am Lieutenant Mariel L. Kenny of the Pan-Galactic Federation. The two of you are under arrest for violation of the Underdeveloped Planet Preservation Pact.
I know that voice.
A friend of yours?
Yeah, real good friend. She's from the Astoria, the one that destroyed my ship.
What?
You're trying to take out the Virians in order to cover your tracks, are you?
That is not true. We only... Behind you, Raymond!
Neon, the battle is over. Surrender now.
Is that your idea of a joke, Your Majesty? Because this is far from over. You can have Baldar back. One little fortress means nothing. We are not defeated yet. Theo! Look at what your selfish betrayal has cost us. After you and your father were promised glory under the Empire.
I would rather prefer death than allowing such a thing come to pass.
Then die.
Father?
Why? What would possess you to protect me?
I am sorry, my boy. I should have known your anguish.
I ought to have done this from the start.
Let us take our leave, Neon. Damn it! Get back here!
Father! Father!
His vitals are fading fast. Without a med pod, he might not make it.
Father! Open your eyes! Please!
I have yet to atone for my betrayal to you!
Hold. We still have much to discuss back home.
My good friends, I am sorry.
Radio your sick bay.
What?
Listen to me. That ship of yours knows what's going on down here. Get that man into a med pod now!
I can't! The underdeveloped planet protect...
It's your Federation tech that's about to kill this underdeveloped planet's king! We've got an android here recording this entire situation! I dare you to let him die! I'll rip apart the Federation piece by piece till there's not a damn thing left!
Fine. I get it. This is Marielle. Akizuki, do you read? I am requesting a med pod transfer here. Stat. It is for the elderly man lying near me.
Father!
Don't worry, Laeticia. The king is gonna be okay.
Do you truly mean it?
You bet. Now let me introduce you to our savior, who's gonna see to it. A golden child of the Pan-Galactic Federation, and apparently a regular UP3 rule breaker, Lieutenant Marielle Kenny. I've got a lot of questions, and you've got the answers.
Understood. Please commence transfer.
Father...
Laeticia.
Oh... Oh... Oh, Father... Oh, thank goodness... Oh.
Is His Majesty truly well now?
Yes. There is no longer any cause for concern.
Indeed. My body has made that much very apparent. Why, I feel as if my entire being has been cleansed. Lambert. Now I too have seen it. A glimpse of the realm of stars.
I see.
If these fellows were our foes, I would surely have lost my nerve much, much earlier than you.
Brother.
While inside that contraption, I overheard one of your subordinates state that in saving my life, you may have violated the laws of your world.
It was the Pan-Galactic Federation that violated the laws of your kingdom first.
That place. A boat which sails among the stars. I should love to see its interior at least once.
Pardon me, Your Highness, but please, you must rest for now.
Laeticia, Bertrand, if you would be so kind as to take things from here, I believe I will take Lady Marielle's advice.
Yes.
But Father,
Be at ease. I shall remain beside your father.
Maester...
We have much to discuss, including what comes next as well.
I understand. Thank you, Maester Midas.
All right. Maybe that's our cue to have our own little talk.
Okay then. Let me contact my ship and have it prepare for transfer.
Hey, Bertrand. Is there somewhere around here we could borrow for a bit while we talk?
But that means the people of this planet could overhear us.
Give me a break. A Kenny getting all stiff over some treaty? Or did you forget that this is all on account of you using us for target practice?
So be it. Marielle to Akizuki. I'm going to speak with Captain Raymond and some of the local populace for a moment. Yes, I understand. However, please hold your position. Thank you for waiting, shall we?
Let us make our way to the council chamber.
Right, yes. Thank you. The truth is, I have no idea why Bennett the Astoria's captain opened fire. It's a mystery to me.
Is that your idea of a joke?
Lieutenant Kenny, Captain Raymond's point about treaty violations stands. I should inform you. I will be making a record of this planet, and everything stated between us here. If you are unable or unwilling to speak candidly, this discussion will likely become unpleasant.
I am well aware of that. Am I correct in assuming you're an android?
Yes, I am an Arnold Robotics model E014297.
Her name's Elena.
I have heard that the androids made by Arnold Robotics on Verguld are among the finest in the galaxy. Elena, I swear to you that all I speak here is absolutely true, including the fact that I came here to help.
What is this bull?
Ray. Lieutenant Kenny, I logged an unnatural delay between the second and third barrage just before the Aegis was downed by the Astoria. Can you please explain what caused this?
The truth is... Captain, we can be in contact range of the Verguld registered merchant vessel Aegis in 3 minutes.
Good work. Activate cloaking device. 60 seconds after activation, warp out and prepare to attack.
Captain, please wait. May I remind you, cloaking is for emergency situations only. It is also prohibited during warp for the safety of other vessels.
And I'm saying this is an emergency situation. Or perhaps you elite officers can't follow orders without explaining each little law they're based upon.
No, it's just that we have no reason to fire upon a ship from planet Verguld, especially without warning. Even if they were hostile, attacking without warning is a violation of Article 32.
Cloak has been activated, Captain. Now exiting warp.
Wait!
Lieutenant Kenny, I didn't hear you repeat the Captain's orders.
Upon exiting warp, prepare to attack.
Now entering conventional space. 1 million kilometers to the Aegis. Currently at 1/4 impulse.
Excellent. Decloak at 500,000 kilometers. Arm the phase cannons. Fire the first barrage at 350,000 kilometers.
Phase cannons? Do you intend to destroy them?
Lieutenant Kenny, I didn't hear you repeat the order.
Repeating the orders isn't merely for confirmation. It is also to allow for correction in the event of an order given in error.
We have an issue. It appears the good lieutenant doesn't know what activities the Vergoldians have been up to.
Are you referring to their recent actions as an anti-Federation influence? Even then, attacking them unprovoked and without notice will only work to their benefit.
Now within 350,000 kilometers of enemy vessel.
Replace Lieutenant Kenny on tactical authority. Now. Fire the first barrage.
Firing first barrage.
No!
Enemy shields efficiency holding at 60%.
Arm proton torpedoes and launch in succession once we have a lock on them. Just make sure not to hit their engines. We're after the cargo they have stored there. I want it in one piece.
We have a lock. Firing proton torpedoes.
Enemy vessel's shields holding at 20%. Captain, their warp drive remains intact. They could still attempt escape maneuvers.
Hurry with the next phase cannon barrage. I'd rather have them destroyed than let them get away.
Captain, what you are doing is criminal. Upon my authority as first officer, I hereby relieve you of command.
Very well. I do believe it's written in your beloved Federation laws that the consent of 3 senior officers is needed to relieve a captain of their command.
Are there any among you that agree with Lieutenant Kenny?
Wait, what?
Lieutenant, you are hereby removed from duty for the crimes of disobeying an order and treason. Now off to the brig, Mariel.
Wake up, everyone! This is crazy! What's happened to you all?
I see. That would certainly explain the delay before their third barrage. In which case, Raymond, I do believe we owe Lieutenant Kenny some thanks.
Sure, if her story's true. So what cargo was this Bennett guy after anyway?
Duma, most likely.
That thing?
The three Virians appeared most interested in Duma as well. They too are part of your Federation, correct?
What are you?
But what I still don't get is why you're here now, Mariel. Weren't you sent to the brig?
I was released as soon as we returned to base. My guess is the captain thought me a nuisance, but little more than that. So I borrowed a ship from the space station and escaped once I had the chance.
What?
I was hoping to recover the black box of the Aegis. With it, I should be able to acquire proof of Captain Bennett's misconduct.
I find it unlikely that a Federation base would overlook the departure of a borrowed vessel not within their flight plans.
That's way worse than just disobeying orders. Why would you go so far?
When I was little, my grandmother taught me the ins and outs of the Federation's core systems. I can infiltrate them pretty much as I please. I'm certain my use of the ship will go unnoticed for some time. And my grandfather had this to say to me. Trust in what you think is right. I know you've got what it takes to stick to your principles through thick and thin. Now, go and apologize to the Aegis's captain.
Emerson T. Kenny. Quite the hero, sending his granddaughter here with a stolen ship.
That's not all. Some members of the crew who doubted the motives of Bennett and the Astoria also came along with me. The high-speed merchant vessel Akizuki is now currently monitoring my status from planetary orbit.
You mean to say that your comrades are observing all this from some unseen location?
Oh, yes. I know it might be discomforting, but it was a necessary precaution to ensure my safety.
Thank you for healing my father. On behalf of my kingdom, I offer you my sincerest gratitude. Oh, did I misunderstand in some way?
Well, no, not exactly. I just wasn't expecting.
Is it odd that I wish to express my thanks to those who saved the life of a loved one? Chloe, do you believe Mariel here is lying?
No, Princess Laeticia. I believe she is telling the truth.
Ray, you are within your rights to be angry about your vessel. Be that as it may, I find Lieutenant Kenny to be honest in her attempts to enact justice.
All of the crew, including myself, share the blame for not stopping the Astoria's attack upon your ship. You have my word that we will make the proper restitutions, punish those responsible, and bring the truth to light. Captain Raymond.
Fine. If you do end up in a Federation courtroom for this, I suppose I can appear on your behalf as a witness.
Thank you.
Now, we know that Bennett is after Duma. And also that you, apparently, don't know why. Next question is, who the hell are these Virians?
Well, I can't say for certain. However, those two I met were also being hunted by Captain Bennett, much like the Aegis. They are military deserters from Vir, another Federation member planet.
Deserters? So that's why there are no other Virians in the Empire.
This is all according to Bennett, though, so I can't be sure how much of it is true. The only thing I know for certain is that they're acting unlawfully here on this planet.
Violating the UP3, huh?
Yes, correct. I realize this is rude of me to ask, but will you help me apprehend them?
Why don't you just transfer them?
That's impossible without transport trackers or communicators, as you know.
It would seem, then, that the interests of all present are in alignment.
Yeah, we gotta charge into the Empire, take the Virians alive, and put an end to this war. Those three are the key to everything happening on this planet and up in space.
I cannot permit the use of Akizuki's equipment, but I can assist, personally.
What's the matter?
Oh, it's just that while I understand what Marielle is saying, there's still something that kind of bothers me. I got the impression that the Virians had truly sworn their loyalty to the Empire.
Huh?
It's not like we have to change our plan or anything. Just something to keep in mind, I guess?
Your hunches often prove correct. We will be careful.
Right.
Now then, I think it best if we consult with Maester Midas and the others about how to proceed. Let us return to my father's chambers.
Let us proceed to His Majesty's quarters.
Indeed. Maester Midas and everyone are like to be present already.
I'm good to go. Let me at him.
I thought we were done.
Sorry, but my answer is no.
Is that so?
What's up?
Would you mind waiting a moment longer?
It was Laeticia who ran about trying to complete the Folga, while Melthia completed preparations. Raymond and the others helped along the way, and Malkia provided the stones. I simply showed up at the right time, hardly a praiseworthy accomplishment.
And yet it would not have reached completion without you. I must also make amends for not protecting you after you saved Albert.
It does not befit a king to dwell on the past. Admit that what happened was beyond your control. Your softness is what enables Lambert to take advantage of you.
Midas.
And the war is not yet over. Regardless of the truth, the path this nation has followed for the past 14 years was set by the choice you made long ago. Grant me a seat now for my meritorious deeds pertaining to the Folga, and you know full well that conflict will follow.
Midas.
You recognize the Folga is not a weapon of war. That alone is honor enough. However, if you must absolutely insist on seeing me rewarded, grant me a Folga of my own once everything is settled. That is all I ask.
No, 2 Fulga.
Why?
If we live long enough, there may come a time where we wish to fly our separate ways, don't you think?
No, 1 is enough.
Very well, it shall be done.
What's so amusing?
Oh, it is merely that I never thought I would live to see you make such a face.
I agree.
Blast you both.
Huh, don't think you have to worry anymore.
Father, Maester Midas, I must speak with you about what's to come. May I... The Folga has already demonstrated its strength, granting us all but absolute military superiority. I suggest that we press the attack on the Imperial capital and utterly nullify their means to wage war.
What say you, Bertrand?
It is as Her Highness states. We will never have a better opportunity.
So we will tender an offer of peace once we seize the Imperial capital. Have I understood correctly?
It is not our intent to conquer. If we repeat the actions of the Empire, it will only lead to another cycle of tragedy.
But will Boldur in fact be amenable to peace?
I cannot speak for Emperor Boldur. However, Prince Gerard is a reasonable man, and has the support of the people. Emperor Boldur is not completely ignorant to the tides of time. If he abdicates the throne and negotiations proceed well with Prince Gerard, there should be no issue.
I agree. It is decided.
Planning for the invasion of their capital shall begin on the morrow. Albert, does that sound acceptable?
I think it a sound plan.
The day we have awaited is soon upon us. Best speak with the others while time yet remains. Lieutenant Kenny, what are you doing?
Oh, Your Royal Highness. I'm sorry. Is this area off limits to those with no business here?
No. And furthermore, you do have business here. And please, there is no need for titles.
But...
Please, call me Laeticia. We are comrades in arms. Your Royal Highness would be far too cumbersome in combat. Would you not agree? Ray and Chloe call me Laeticia as well.
In that case... Please, you can call me by my name too, Your High... My rank has absolutely no meaning here, anyway.
I see. So, Marielle?
Exactly. Laeticia.
May I ask you something? Once the war is over, will Ray and the others return with you?
I had intended to, but Ray rejected the idea. However, if what he says is true, help will be coming for them from Vergold, sooner or later. Laeticia, do you have feelings for Captain Raymond?
No, that is not what I...
Don't ever get involved with sailors. Nothing good will ever come of it. A sailor will always value his ship over his woman. You'll know no happiness with a sailor.
Your meaning?
Oh, just words of wisdom drilled into my head by a certain woman I know who married the captain of a spaceship. But it can't be all bad, Laeticia.
Right.
I will be there alongside you tomorrow, committed to this fight as much as anyone.
Something the matter, Your Highness?
I have been looking for you. I wish to express my gratitude.
Oh?
It is not for anything in particular. I have truly a great many reasons to say this, but thank you.
I was merely performing my duty as a knight.
I also wish to apologize.
For what, may I ask?
For many things. For always being unreasonable. For making plans to wed without seeking your counsel. But there is one regret above all others. When I was separated from you and Chloe during the coup d'etat, for the briefest moment, I felt ready to give up.
Your Highness.
You have devoted your entire life to being a knight in my service. This is why I ask your forgiveness.
The oaths I swore to this kingdom, the royal family, and you, Your Highness, are made precisely for such moments. If my lady goes astray, I caution her. If she goes into battle, I take up my sword with her. And if she falls to her knees, I am there to help her up. I will say it again. I was merely performing my duty as a knight. Thus, I shall accept your words and clarifications of what passed before with pride, and pledge once more to serve you as your loyal knight.
I know not now, nor shall I ever know more faithful a knight than you.
Still, I would ask that you behave more sensibly once matters with the Empire are settled.
I cannot promise that.
Well, it was worth a try. Saying such things is also part of my duty as a knight.
Thank you.
My arm ails me no more, and I swear myself to your service once more, Your Highness.
Can I help you?
I still have yet to thank you, Maester Midas. Despite being brought here against your will, you devoted yourself to completing the Folga. My heartfelt thanks.
Not you too.
You shall have to excuse him. All of this unfamiliar gratitude today has poor Midas a tad out of sorts.
Quiet you. Things are still far from over.
And yet here Her Royal Highness is, thanking you all the same. If you wish to play the part of the prideful elder, perhaps you should stop behaving like a bashful child.
It is I who should be begging your forgiveness.
Huh?
I couldn't bring myself to trust you, nor the kingdom. I hid behind numerous excuses and caused you trouble.
We, all of us, believed in you from the very beginning. We knew that you would come to our aid, and in the end, you did even more for us than we could have possibly imagined. I have no doubt that this is because you, too, believed in all of us as we believed in you.
Spare me your unctuous words.
Maester, Lady Malkia, it is true that none of this is over yet. So please, we are counting on you tomorrow.
We shall take to the skies like a falcon, or perhaps a falcon. Tomorrow we make right all the many wrongs which have led us to this day. Only once all is done will I truly find joy in seeing Midas and yourself once more.
Having Malkia around makes me lose my focus.
Excuse me, Nina. What are you doing?
Oh, this? I don't know. My will, I guess.
What?
Sorry, that was an odd way to describe it. Actually, I'm compiling a report on Helgar's disease.
Do not startle me so. But why would you be writing something posthumous?
Well, if something were to happen to Elena or I, then the world would be without a way to treat the rot again, right? So that's why I've been putting it all into writing. I'm trying to finish it tonight.
Nina...
Don't worry, I said if, didn't I? I plan on coming back so I can further my studies of the rot at the Semiomancy Consortium. So let's hope tomorrow brings us victory.
Yes, yes, of course.
Laeticia, would it not be wise for you to get some rest?
Yes, I will soon. What are you doing, Elena?
I am making observations. With the arrival of Lieutenant Kenny, I would like to increase the precision of my logs.
Logs. Elena, may I ask you something? This Arnold something or other you spoke of?
It is the name of my product model. Arnold Robotics E014297. To put it in human terms, think of it as my given name.
I still find it so hard to believe. I thought you so beautiful when we first met. I was, well, surprised that Ray had been in the company of someone so fair.
I appreciate the compliment, but my appearance is manufactured. I am not equipped with the natural beauty of life as you are. Could it be that you have feelings for Ray?
Oh, no, that is not what I...
Remain calm. While I comprehend concepts such as love and marriage as data, I lack the functionality to put them into practice.
Why should I need to remain calm?
That was meant to be a joke.
I failed to see the humor therein. Elena?
Yes?
I do not quite understand the meaning of this data of which you speak. You don't mean to suggest these things are somehow false?
Well...
We are comrades, friends, are we not? Up to this day, and in all the ones to follow.
Laeticia.
Worry not. Even if you cannot answer, know that there are humans too who know not the true nature of love nor friendship. At any rate, thank you for tomorrow.
Yes, of course.
How exquisite! Ray?
What's up?
It would seem that we are nearing the end.
Yeah.
Ray, if I may, what is your home planet like?
I guess it's a normal planet.
I know not what you consider normal.
It's just normal. What can I say? Hey, Laeticia, tell me, what's the Kingdom of Osirius like?
It is beautiful, vast, and normal.
Yep. For most people, normal is wonderful.
Oh, why must you tease me so, Ray?
I'm sorry for teasing you. To be perfectly honest, my mind is just focused on preparing for what needs to be done tomorrow.
I pray tomorrow brings us victory.
You said it.
I suppose I should get some rest.
You're planning to be on the front lines tomorrow, right? Better rest up while you still can.
exquisite.
Laeticia, I trust you will do well, but ask that you do not lose yourself in the heat of the moment.
I shall have the Fulga Battalion and our infantry deploy near sunrise. I ask only that you look after yourself, Your Highness.
Exquisite. Is there aught left I can do? We should rest while we can. Have you completed your preparations, everyone?
Yep.
The Royal Army and Fulga unit have already reached the plains south of Baldar. We must make haste. Everyone, do remain alert. We now move to make our way through Baldar. Emergency protocol. Drawing out latent power. Threat neutralized. Focus. Looks good. See that? Into the challenge. It eases my heart to know we once again are free to make our way here. So exquisite. Baird, I have a question for you.
Yes, Your Highness.
I would like to know your thoughts when I decided to accept Prince Gerard's marriage proposal.
Heavens! This is quite the sudden inquiry.
Have I asked something unbecoming? You see, I had not consulted with you when I made the decision, no? Hence I ask.
Please, Your Highness, I am but your attendant. Wherefore I shall abide by your decision, no matter whom you should decide to wed.
I feel like he is missing the intent of the question I posed forward.
Highness?
Okay, I see. So, you would comply with any decision I make,
Yes, by all means.
Well, then, what if I were to...
Highness?
Nay, pay me no mind. Thank you, Albert. I appreciate all your support.
Oh, certainly.
This city and its people will require much time before the scars this war has left on them might heal. I hope we might at last bring the war to an end and cause them no further pain and suffering. To think that the introduction of the Fulga would lead to such dramatic results.
They were absolutely overwhelming. Attacking from such a high position out of reach from the opposition, a simple tactic yet so formidable.
A victory of your long dedication.
No, this is a victory of everyone's dedication. Well, in truth, I did not want to engage her in that kind of maiden battle.
Mr. Midas, I am sorry.
I totally agree. But even so, the Fulga's capabilities were put on full display. When this war is finally over, it should be a cinch to find other uses for it besides fighting.
I see it only as the trigger of further conflict.
Well then, before that happens, you need to set everyone straight. The Fulga is a dream machine that symbolizes peace. That it'd be damn idiotic to use it for war. Am I right?
Are you presenting me with a challenge now?
As the inventor, I have faith that you can pull it off.
You've got some neck to talk with such ambition. Fine, we'll see what I can do.
Thank you, Ray.
This is it, our grand finale, and my one-way ticket to personal freedom.
All right, let's go and nab these Virians. There's a lot of intel we're looking to get out of them.
Nothing left to be done. What a dull existence. There must be some way to pass the time.
Good day, Lady Malkia.
Your timing is impeccable. I happen to have a favor I must ask.
Oh, yes, of course, if it is within my power.
Could you tell me a good story?
Pardon?
You did hear me. Come, tell me something stimulating.
It feels like I'm being asked to do something rather challenging. In that case... is a joke that is quite in vogue within the royal city. A patient was visiting an iatromancer and spoke to him as such. Doctor, this is my first time being treated with iatromancy. Will I be okay? Don't worry, he replies. This is also my first time. And that is the joke. Lady Malkia?
I never thought you would actually tell a joke.
But isn't that what you asked of me, Lady Malkia?
Yes, of course. Apologies. I had heard it common for persons of great culture to know many jokes and funny tales. If the princess can make a clever joke at a moment's notice, the kingdom's future is secure.
Oh, you do exaggerate. That was but one simple joke.
I cannot stand by and let these Virians break any more of our laws. I will stop them myself if I have to.
This is no time to stand idle. Our goal lies just ahead.
I assume you two have been acquainted for some time.
Yes, you could say that.
And she's always been insufferable.
Oh, insufferable, am I? I certainly won't stand for that.
What?
I must ask you, Princess Laeticia. Objectively speaking, how does our insufferable relationship appear to you? I suggest you answer truthfully.
Oh, well, maybe. I believe you appear to be quite close, as if you were sweethearts.
Do you hear that, Midas? We look like sweethearts. And how is that insufferable?
What would such a sheltered child know of such things?
She merely told it as she sees it, if I were to venture a guess. Yes?
Yes. There is no time left to waste. We must make for Vale the moment preparations are in order.
That meal at the end was super tasty. I wonder how they made it. Oh, I wish I asked them for the recipe.
Nina, by any chance, do you cook?
Yep. Back in Delric, I was the one making the food. And I even made enough so we could deliver to all of our sick patients.
You cooked for the patients as well. That must have taken quite the effort.
Yeah, it was a lot of work. It was hard enough with just 2 or 3 patients, but when there were more than 10, it was such a hectic rush. But thanks to that, I've now got some skills in the kitchen.
Well, I certainly would like to sample your cooking one day, Nina.
Gee, I'm sure it's nothing that you'd find tasty, Laeticia.
Do not be so sure. If possible, would you please cook for me sometime?
Yes, of course I will. How about you, Laeticia? Have you ever cooked something before?
Only once as a child. However, it was an utter failure. I burned very rare ingredients just so terribly. Although I do desire the skill to prepare a dish properly.
Well, in that case, why not make something with me?
Oh, with you, Nina? Wouldn't I be a bother to you?
Not one bit. It just so happens I'm also an ace cooking teacher, and cooking is more fun when it's done together.
If you don't mind, I would love to. I can hardly wait.
Yay! Pinky promise!
I have a score of my...
We should find Bertrand and his men posted outside the gateway to Valdar. Best head there first.
They don't want to I got
Let's get up close and personal!
The real battle begins once we have made our way to the Imperial capital, Theo. See to it you are not exhausted before we arrive.
That need not be reminded. I could make no break.
Looks like you know how to take care of yourself well enough.
Of course I do. I didn't come along just to try and hold you back. I'm ready to pull my own weight.
Is the battle already underway?
It is. The Fulga Battalion has begun its assault.
Shall we fall back?
I'm not leaving until the whole thing is over with. Not after they try to execute the Laeticia. Not after all the trouble they brought to our city. And definitely not after they unleashed Tigers for things like that. Too much at stake to turn away now.
Destroy.
Gotcha!
Over already?
Drawing out latent power.
Initiate. Insufficient output. Threat neutralized.
Sorry,
Threat neutralized. Accelerant vision impaired. Unable to perform. Destroy.
The gateway stands to the east of you.
We can nearly see it now.
Get wrecked!
We have been awaiting you, Your Highness.
Status report.
No major resistance from the Imperial capital. Our forces are in place. We stormed the city on your order, Your Highness.
As planned, we will call off the Vanguard in order to minimize casualties among non-combatants. Above all else, we must secure Emperor Boldor, Prince Gerard, and the three with horns and pale skin.
Aye.
Brave soldiers of Osirius! With me! We make our way now for Castle Vale.
Expect the Imperial forces to work fiercely to stop us. Stay alert and remain guarded.
Threat neutralized. Forward to the castle!
Come up out! Protect the Emperor! You guys kill a wicked princess who betrays Prince Gerard!
Push through!
Well, that's over with.
Hostiles eliminated.
What of the people in the capital?
Our mission now is to bring as close to the end of this conflict as it might be possible. Let's not allow ourselves to grow distracted.
Onward for Castle Vale!
Let's get up close and personal! Damn it!
Detection. Get used to this. Stay calm.
Threat neutralized.
Keep your eyes on her.
No escape. Let's get up close and personal.
Let's get up close and personal!
Can you keep up?
Ain't seen nothing yet.
The castle stands just across this bridge.
No telling when those trains might show up. Keep your eyes peeled.
Get ready! Let's get up close and personal! We have been awaiting you.
Aeon!
I welcome you all.
Emperor Boldor of the Vale Empire, your days as ruler are at an end. Your son will not be wed to our princess.
That no longer matters. Even should the Empire fall this day, Princess Laeticia will nevertheless become my daughter.
What is he on about?
And not only her. All of you before me now will soon become my beloved children.
That does not sound like the last deluded words of a man backed into a corner.
I agree. That is the response of someone with firm conviction in their words.
Prince Gerard, the people have spoken. An accord between Osarius and Vale. Let there be peace between us.
Princess Laeticia,
Peace? Still, you espouse such naivete. The kingdom and empire are incompatible. This will never change until one or the other is no more!
Neon, what is it that has pushed you this far?
Osarius ignored the plight of the Empire when the rot ravaged us 15 years ago. Even with just a few of your Iatromancers, my parents, my loving brothers and sisters would still be with me this day!
But Osarius is not solely to blame!
Silence! For so not only my family, but even our Empress Tatiana will find no clemency with me.
As a lord, I must respect the fervor of one who displays such sorrow for my beloved. I ask you grant him opportunity for justice.
Still,
I have already logged the frequency of that EMP generator. It will not work again.
That's not the extent of the
Something doesn't feel right about this.
We went through so much with Neon. But for it to end like this.
Let's get up. Get wrecked! Out of my face! End of the line! Out of my face! Stop resisting!
Until I have my revenge. I am content. No. Do not gaze on me with pity. For I am content to have left my wounds upon the face of Osarius. Never let another meet my fate.
I offer my heartfelt sympathy to this man who had yet to become my child.
I am sure Neon would be most pleased.
What are you saying?
Now, come face me, Princess Laeticia. I shall be waiting on the throne. I eagerly await our next encounter.
Emperor Buldur! Prince Gerard! There is no reason we must fight further!
Princess Laeticia.
Well, that was our invitation. Let's go have a little chat with him, eh?
Yes. Yes, I agree.
Get him! You cannot hold them!
Let's make haste to the throne room. Emperor Buldur is likely there.
Let's go. Let's get him
Threat
close and
neutralized.
Destroyed.
Not so tough now.
Well, that's over with.
Prep for engagement.
What's this?
You taking points?
Further ahead.
Get wrecked.
The leader has been eradicated. Emperor Buldur.
Now then, Valanche, Gaston, Lola. Our situation deteriorates by the moment. I assume you three must have some means of remedying this?
Please allow us to handle this, Your Majesty.
Princess Laeticia is ultimately the heart of Asarius. Take control of her, and all this can change. Besides, our ride will be coming soon. Lola, why the hesitation? We do not have the luxury of choice here.
How did it come to this?
God, you mean we gotta fight them too?
Lola!
Your Highness!
If you harbor any doubts, there is always the option to talk this through. Fighting is not the only solution.
Says the one that came charging in with a flying weapon. Lola!
Lola!
I know.
Must we fight?
We must. We're also going to need that special Duma if we are to enact the Emperor's vision.
Special Duma? Is there something different about this one?
There are two areas in where I differ from other survey model Duma. First, I am designed to function autonomously, and I am thus severed from the network with other Duma. I have the capacity to act according to my own judgments.
This mention of other Duma interests me. But what is the other difference?
I am also a combat model. All of the abilities I have provided to you in battle thus far are not found in other Duma.
These abilities have value as research. Normally, Duma share their data amongst each other via the network, and their choices are dependent upon decisions made within that network. We are the ones who should be utilizing the powers of that Duma.
I have no intention of aiding you. If you understand Duma, then you already know this.
Which means we have to take what we want. Now, enough talk. Prepare yourselves.
If we all work together, it's a wonderful thing! With others' lives! All work for one. Our lives. Try and get even remorse!
Colonel Blanche, stand down! Do not make your crimes any worse.
Shut up, federated dog. It was you who brought about this situation.
ridiculous!
Get up close and personal!
Flanking!
Get wrecked!
My efforts are finally paying off.
So, this is where it ends.
Colonel Valanche.
Please, surrender. Any further violence will serve no purpose.
Magnificent. A fine display of the strong wills that drive you. I do believe I should like to test, through the Song of Steel, just how well those fierce wills of yours hold up to my own.
Emperor Boldur, why? Surely there is no need to fight any longer.
I do this precisely because there is a need. The peace of our world demands it.
Father! It is over! The Empire is...
Gerard, this is merely the beginning. Call this an empire though we may, in the end it comes down to the strength of one man. Bear witness to this truth now.
Is there no other way?
Relinquish your fears. Prove that you can bring me to my knees.
Exercise caution.
The android Neon spoke of. I had hoped to speak with you at length.
Why must we continue to fight?
If you wish to know, then words are best be here. Well done, Princess. I see that I alone had no chance to be a match for you. Do you see now, Valanche? The Princess? No, the people of this world are of strong roots indeed.
We didn't foresee the inhabitants of this world being so formidable. Even without Duma's abilities, we stood no chance.
Colonel Valanche.
The key is that Duma there. It's unlike any we've encountered, and far beyond our capabilities. We collected some valuable data. Where are you from, Duma?
Just what do you all know about Duma?
Scorpium. Engineered life forms.
Scorpium.
You are not familiar with them? They dwell amongst the stars. Wonderful beings, capable of plucking all pain from this world and bringing about everlasting peace.
As long as humanoids exist as they are now, their desired utopia will never exist.
How simple. That's merely how you choose to see it, as an android from Verguld.
What are you inferring?
Perhaps it's best if you enlighten them yourself. Eh, Duma? Tell them your purpose and identity.
Correct. Scorpium is an integration of artificial and organic life. The name refers to our cybernetic collective, which exists to seek out further evolution as a novel life form. I am a probe, created to survey and assess the suitability of organic candidates for integration.
An integration of artificial and organic life? Is that possible?
Compensating the failings of flesh within organic matter? Such a lure is not unusual. I presume this Scorpium simply works on a much grander scale. Like Elena, it sounds as if their goal is to force evolution's hand through technology.
Incorrect. Our primary purpose for integrating cybernetic and organic life is a congruence that draws upon the strengths of both sides to the fullest. We do not seek evolution that extends along a course biased toward one side or the other.
So, you aren't just cyborgs then?
No, the reverse, in fact. It is not so much making an organic base more cybernetic, but Scorpium is rather making certain aspects of a cybernetic base more organic.
Affirmative. The observations of the Arnold Robotics android are astute, as expected.
Wait, what? The base is cybernetic?
The end morphological faculties may appear as such. However, it is also conscious as a life form. In other words, major philosophical differences emerge when the concepts that form the basis of self-awareness are derived from either organic or cybernetic. These present some drastic differences in outlook.
I see. Your sense of self-consciousness as an artificial being has been of interest to me. Since Duma, or rather Scorpium, achieved such a state, they must now be seeking to further evolve themselves by integrating with humanoids.
Wait, hold up. I am completely lost here. These are some pretty tough concepts you're tossing around. So how is it that the Emperor is so familiar with this stuff that throws us spacemen for a loop?
Marielle, an unidentified vessel is approaching the Aster sector at high speed. ETA to the system is 36 hours.
What?
Our escort, no doubt. Belange, Gaston.
Yes.
Colonel? Gaston? What is this?
Lola, thank you for all of your hard work. It was due to your efforts that we obtained such a marvelous specimen as the Emperor here. We are truly grateful.
What are you saying, Gaston? Do you mean to say you're going back to Scorpium?
Oh, come now, Lola. Surely you knew this from the beginning. Now, the Colonel and I must be going. We have to do our part to protect the Emperor.
Gerard, I leave this empire and world in your hands for the time being. Forge peace with Princess Laeticia. And wait patiently for the inevitable return of your lord.
Father! Wait! You think you can escape?
Please. I wouldn't try if I didn't think it possible.
What in...
Marielle calling the Akizuki. Send me the trace coordinates of the two who just vanished.
I'm sorry, but they've completely disappeared from sensors. We can't track them.
No. What now?
Another ship is approaching from the opposite direction. Looks like it should be here in 48 hours. I've identified the ship. It's the Aldous, a Vergoldian merchant vessel.
It's Antonio. Marielle, how about opening up a proxy channel with your ship?
Copy that. Marielle to the Akizuki. Please open a channel to the merchant vessel Aldous as soon as possible. Once the channel is open, patch it through to Captain Raymond's universal device. Understood. Whenever you're ready.
This is Antonio Lawrence, captain of the Vergoldian vessel, the Aldous. Who am I?
Antonio! It's me, Raymond!
Ray, is that really you? Why are you using a Federation frequency?
It's a long story, but I've teamed up with a Federation officer. There's a Federation ship in orbit around Aster 4, but they are not hostile. I need you to focus your attention on the unidentified ship coming in from your opposite direction. I'll be in touch again once things calm down. Over.
Wait, Ray! What nonsense are you talking about?
Now, I take it we don't have any leads on where the Emperor and his friends ran off to.
No, I'm afraid not.
In short, This means we've won?
It most certainly does not feel that way. Antonio's imminent arrival means our time together with Ray and his crew now draws to an end. Best be certain there are no matters to attend to before I head for the council chamber in the Basilica.
So Baldur fled. I find it hard to believe.
But the reality is my father has abandoned the capital, and the powers of the throne have been transferred to me.
Then...
Neither I nor the citizens of the Empire ever wished for this war. If your kingdom were to offer peace, we would be most receptive.
Prince Gerard, after your good mother was sent to be wed, the kingdom and the Empire enjoyed amicable relations. I ask you now, Emperor Gerard, new sovereign of the Vale Empire, can there be peace between us again?
That is all I could ever ask.
Much quicker than expected. The unidentified vessel is apparently no less than 3 hours away from Astrofor's orbit.
And the Aldous?
They are 16 hours out.
Unfortunately, the unidentified vessel also possesses speed on par with the Astoria. Depending on what they want, it may be dangerous to take our time here.
I was hoping we would have had a bit more time.
What do we do about Lola?
Even if we apprehend her and take her with us, our own violations of military law rule out the prospect of a proper investigation. The Akizuki's purpose is to rescue the crew of the Aegis. I'd prefer to postpone the arrest of any Virian deserters until we're properly prepared. Laeticia, can you keep an eye on Lola in the meantime?
Yes. There are a great many things we wish to ask her as well.
Great, thank you. On behalf of the Federation, I sincerely apologize for this inconvenience.
Oh, nice gesture. If only I could stick around a little longer, I could gather some intel from her, and take it back to Vergold as a nice souvenir. Sorry for rushing off like this.
If you cannot take me with you, then perhaps I can ask that you not leave.
It'd be hard to refuse if you did.
Forgive me. I did not intend to impose upon you, and yet... Must you leave so abruptly? We have yet to even thank you.
You saved my life. Took me in and helped me to survive on this world. Rescued my friends as well. It wouldn't be fair of me to ask you for anything else. You have made the princess cry.
A man who brings a woman to tears is a vile man indeed.
So you're leaving?
Yes. Remaining on this world any longer will do nothing more than cause harm.
I am hoping this is not farewell forever.
No, we Vergoldians aren't bound by Federation laws. If I start missing you guys, I can come whenever I want, and if you call, I'll come running. Not to mention Duma here. There's no way we're getting it away from Laeticia now. And since it is Yidis's cargo, we'll have to come back to get it.
Yes, that is true.
Do not think of staying away too long. I dislike leaving my debts unpaid.
Indeed, I formally command you to visit us again. I dare say your name shall never be forgotten in the kingdom of Osirius.
Mariel to Akizuki. Requesting transport.
Ray,
No better hands for this nation to be in than yours.
Farewell, Ray.
Goodbye, Laeticia. Highness?
Nina, lift your head.
Laeticia.
Ray said that he would see us again. He does not lie. I know he would not say as much if he did not mean it. That is why we need to make this land a more peaceful place in time for their next visit. Right?
It is as you say.
Everyone, let us end that which makes our future uncertain.
You refer, of course, to Valange, Gaston, and the Emperor, yes?
Yes. If they are not found, the Empire could be led astray yet again.
I suggest we go chat with our friend in that case.
You mean our guest in the cells?